Hey,
Hey, there he is.
how's it going, man?
Good. How you doing?
Very good. Thank you so much for taking the time, man, today.
No problem. Sorry for the holdup. Let me
Oh, you're good. You're good.
let me get myself situated here.
Oh, you're golden, man. So, you guys have Nonpoint has been going for a long time. I was just saying a few minutes ago, it's like I realized today I saw you guys play the Whiskey like years and years ago, probably during like the development tour or something like
Oh
that.
wow.
And so I guess just like what I'd love you to do is just talk about the inception of the band, like maybe quick history, like from then to now, like when you guys, I woke up today singing What a Day, so I'm like, man, you guys have been at it for a long time.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we came up in South Florida. We were parts of one band and parts of another band and kind of converged back in '97. Worked the local scene there for a couple of years. Got some notice of someone who was connected with somebody at MCA who was signing heavy bands at the time. Courted us, signed us, various record labels, various records from then until now. About 3.5 years ago, went independent. Have released things from EPs to full-length records ever since then, and now currently on an EP cycle, pushing a new song called 1,000,000 Watts.
Yeah, I listened to the singles. I really like that track, Paper Tigers, too.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think that's cool to hear too, because I was looking at you guys' YouTube and noticing that you guys have like a lot of live concert streams and stuff. And I'm like, these guys know what they're doing. Obviously they're like tapped into what's going on.
Yeah, during the pandemic, we, just like everyone else, was just trying to figure out ways to keep engaging with the fans. And, with technology being where it is, it was literally a worldwide test market for everyone. So that, we jumped in the pool for sure.
That's awesome, man. So like, as far as one of the things I've noticed in talking to a lot of bands over the last couple weeks and months and whatever is, it's such a grind. I feel like that people don't understand. It's like, talk about, I guess over the years, like how you've kept it going and stuff. Like you guys have, it looks like you put an album out every couple years since, for like 20 years.
Well, the fans want a new record normally. So, we keep the music going as much as we can. And if we feel like we have something strong, we drop it. And now that we're independent, we can be a little bit more nimble. We can be a little riskier with what we're doing with as far as our themes, with the way that we like to release, with the way that we want to present our music.
Yeah.
So we're moving with the times.
It's interesting. What are some, like, to your mind, like, do you guys how do you bring in new fans now? What do you think is the best, method for that? Because I know like back in the early days, it was like you could go to like a show like Headbangers Ball or something and find a band like Nonpoint. But like, what do you think is the best, I guess, draw for new fans?
Discovery is, right now you're talking two channels, really. It's advertisement or, music discovery online through the socials and social platforms, streaming platforms. And it's really a lot of just general playlisting inside of the algorithm. So, algorithms now are so set up to draw in music that hits certain things in the language. However, it's translating music inside of the algorithm. It's really picking up on that kind of stuff and at least categorizing it properly so that way people can find it easier. But I feel like playlisting, streaming, and pushing advertising dollars. So if you have a team that has a budget that's pushing your song, it's going to get heard. If you have fans that are discovering it and sharing it, it's going to get heard. So there's lots of paths. It's just changing with the times, really. Before, it was the only way that you could do it was whatever the gatekeepers were of that time, which is, radio consultants and radio and, budgets and those kind of things, labels and all the things that you're kind of up against.
Do you guys do you enjoy the process more now that you're independent, or do you kind of miss having that, label hand in the mix at all?
We've been on a lot of labels, and it's a different model. They work at a different pace, and they have a certain risk to reward formula that they like to play with. That's kind of steadfast inside of their infrastructure, because it has to, they have to be able to look back at their shareholders and their team and go, hey, for this dollar spent, how did it fare for us? And then, based on that, they have to adjust. So through that comes a lot of administration. Sorry, somebody keeps trying to call me.
No, it's okay, man.
So, but hang on for a second. Can you find Rich and let him know that the posters are here outside by the gate? So, what we try to do is try to balance ourselves with what we're willing to risk, what we have as far as a budget, and all of our relationships over the last 20 plus years, and that's how we're able to do what we do as long as we have. That's
awesome. To shift gears a little bit, when you guys start writing or conceiving new music, how does that start for you? Does a song start with an idea for you, or do you guys get into a room and kind of bat ideas back and forth? Or talk about that process a little bit.
You really do. It's the songwriting process should kind of be a no rules process until, and not even until it should be music happens when it happens. And it shouldn't be we have to decide to do something just because we feel like the timing is what it is. Or we feel like we have to meet some kind of mark.
Gotcha.
We're really trying to no. So for us, we're really fluid with our songwriting. We don't put really any rules to it. We allow ourselves to, come with a riff or come with a vocal line or come with something, just so that way we can, let a good idea lead the idea.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you too long, but I always like to ask our artists that I respect when I have them on the line, like what really influenced you to get into music? Like, can you name certain bands, or was there an incident in your life, or like what really set you on the path to where you're at today?
I really, it was really a chance encounter. I was right place, right time, met someone who heard my voice and thought it would be cool if I was a singer in his band. And then that was Nonpoint. It literally turned into Nonpoint. So this is the first band that I've ever been in my life. So I didn't bounce from band to band. I got into this band when I was in my early 20s, and this was it.
That's awesome. So on that note too, how do you guys, like, over the years, with lineup changes and everything, how do you manage that? Is that a huge issue for you, or do you feel like, where do you feel like you're at in that respect as a band right now? Do you guys feel like you're kind of where you've always been, or I mean, talk about that a little bit, I guess. I don't want to box you in at all.
Well, I mean, weighing my success against anything except my happiness is going to be futile, because I've seen people with millions of dollars that are just miserable in their fucking band, and I've seen people that tour in a band still to this day that just love every second of it. So
yeah,
it's I love what I do, and I love the opportunities that have been given to me, and I love our story. So I'm a happy guy.
You guys have been cranking out, great music consistently for a long time. So, I'm just always curious about some of the nuance of that, right? So I guess moving on a little bit, what are your plans for the next year? Do you guys just released an EP? Do you have plans to like put out a new album anytime soon? How long?
Yeah,
what's your touring cycle like?
I think full length is definitely on the horizon. We're getting through Heartless now. It'll be dropped and delivered by November to all the fans. We're the pre-order with the cassette tape and the cassette player and T-shirt is still going on. So we're gathering all those orders and preparing to, drop all the rest of the music, and so that way people can get the physical and go hard with that. So after that, we've got this Mudvayne tour that goes all the way till end of August. We go down to South America to play in Chile and to do, I believe, a couple of the shows down there, and then we're going to move to a headline run in early winter.
Awesome.
So busy year.
Will you guys be out here on the West Coast?
For sure.
Awesome.
We definitely will. Yeah, they're getting added to that. That's the part of that we haven't hit yet. So we definitely plan on hitting the West Coast with the second leg of the Emerald Cities tour.
Awesome. I hope to catch you guys again. I haven't seen you play live in quite a while, so it'll be good.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, is there anything else that we can tell fans about in the near future or anything before
no, we're really shifting things over to our .com. So I would say if you're not following our newsletter, get over to nonpoint.com, get signed up for the newsletter and start collecting your points. There's the front lounge, the coins that we give out, they're called Koki coins. The more you purchase, the more coins you build up. They give you discounts, but eventually with those purchases, you'll get access to the front lounge, which will be a whole array of content and offers and news that you're not going to get anywhere else.
That's awesome, man. And you guys are 100% indie, so this is all your take. Like it's all
this is us.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much, Elias, for taking the time today. I really appreciate it. I know you're a busy guy, so
I appreciate you, man. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, let's talk again. Take care.
Indeed. Later, bro.
Have a good one.